Let's chat.
Told you a moment ago, Chattanooga born and bred musical genius, and you may be thinking, who? Well, you might have not necessarily seen the face, but you're getting ready to, and I want to introduce you to George S. Clinton. George, good to see you.
Oh, sorry.
Let's try that again. George, good to see you. And you have Holly Mulcahy here. Holly, good to see you. A little bit about George's musical background. Pick a movie. He scored it. Now pick another one. He scored that one as well. You went to Brainerd High School and you got your first, I guess, tell me about your first big break musically.
Well, after I graduated from Brainerd, I went to Middle Tennessee State University outside Nashville.
Right.
And so I think my first break getting into professional music was when I got hired in Nashville by Tree Music as a songwriter.
Right.
And I did session work there, and after I graduated, went to LA and was a recording artist and songwriter for 10 years. Songs recorded by Michael Jackson and Joe Cocker and people like that when I was at Warner Brothers. But it wasn't until Cheech and Chong saw my band at a club and came backstage and asked me, "Hey man, you want to do some music for our movie?"
How do you say no?
Exactly, and I figured even if the music sucked, they wouldn't know. So I'd be fine. So anyway, that was my first foray into film scoring, and that's what I've been doing for 35 years now.
Wow, it's phenomenal. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, that's him. The martial arts fantasy, Mortal Kombat, and the sequel, that's him. From Showtime, The Red Shoe Diaries, that's him. Let's see, Grammy nomination, Emmy nomination, 8 BMI Film Awards. And so what are you going to do when you grow up?
Well,
no,
I'm doing it.
You are doing it.
I'm doing it.
And you're knocking it out of the park.
Thank
this
you.
lovely young lady is Holly Mulcahy, and you are sort of collaborating with Holly on a whole kind of different venture.
Exactly, and I'll let her explain how I came to be collaborating with her.
Holly.
Crazy story. I spend my summers in Wyoming. I'm a Colorado native. Wyoming is my second home.
Right.
And I kind of had the secret stash tape of Western movie soundtracks that I would listen to as I drive home.
Right.
And being a serious classical musician, I never liked sharing that I liked movie music, but that's actually what brought me into playing the violin. So one summer, a couple years ago, I thought to myself, I probably think this is something I should share on Facebook. And so I shared that I enjoyed Western movies, and I said, wouldn't it be cool if there was a violin concerto written in the style of a Wild West epic movie?
Sure.
And then I hit enter, and it went out, and I thought, oh gosh, what have I done? I've just outed myself as not serious classical musician. I might have ruined my career, and I didn't. 65 people, including world-renowned conductors, said that sounds like a remarkable idea.
Wow.
And that gave me the confidence and courage to call my friend George, who I'd met here in Chattanooga, and I said, hey, would you like to write a Western-themed kind of violin concerto?
Which is a little bit musically distant from a Cheech and Chong movie.
It is,
Yes.
but if anybody could do it,
Yeah.
it's George.
No,
He's
no doubt,
so
no doubt.
talented. And he said yes, and I said, great, let's do it. And the next thing I knew, I was in LA talking about themes.
So when do fans of both of yours get to see this concerto actually performed?
Tomorrow night, the Chattanooga Symphony Orchestra is performing it in concert. Tomorrow night at the Tivoli at 7:30. There are still a few tickets available, so you know you better hurry.
Do you kind of feel like you're giving birth to a whole different sort of baby here when you do something like that?
Well, it is. One of the things that we wanted this to be, unfortunately in the classical world, a lot of orchestras are struggling nowadays because their audience is literally dying off. They're